Welcome back to Let's Play DDO Permadeath. And as you can see, I'm heading into Redwillow's ruins this time.
Patrolling monsters have trampled paths in twisting patterns through the lush jungle.
This is pretty much the big quest at level 6, I guess, other than the Bloody Crypt, which is maybe more XP, but it's part of a chain, whereas this is the big level 6 quest. And this is the big testing ground, I think, for Permadeath characters.
5 haggard-looking halflings can be spied through the thick jungle foliage.
Generally, if my character survives and gets past this point, I know they're going to go some way. It's a tough quest though. I've lost at least 2 Permadeath characters in here.
Redwillow spun a clever tale, asking you to recover 4 items from research camps that were overrun by goblinoids. An important missive has been handed over to your party. Somewhere in the jungle, a dark emissary awaits.
Since last time, let's see, where am I? I accidentally pulled my poison hand wraps off of my hotbar. Since last time, I picked up these +2 acid 2 hand wraps as my end reward to whatever I was doing last time. Those are going to be rather nice in here. And I think those and the poison stunning hand wraps I've got are my 2 best weapon sets right now.
Trolls bar the way ahead. Among them is a dark, scaly champion whose eyes burn with hate.
This is a real tough quest, so I tend to think of this as the big challenge at this level. So I'll be playing pretty carefully in here. And this is, I guess the thing that makes this the real judgment quest for Permadeath is that it depends a lot on the tactics you're using. This is one of those quests where a lot of inexperienced Permadeath players lose their characters because if you just pull too much aggro in here, you'll get swarmed in the middle of these big open spaces. I think at least one of the times I've died in here, it was someone else in the party pulling too much aggro. Alright, this guy is going to hit hard. But I do crazy amounts of damage against him, so hopefully it will work out. Ha, that makes it easy. Yeah, stun continues to be indispensable against the champions. Alright, let's deal with some bugbears. The acid hand wraps are good, but they're not as good as the poison stunning hand wraps for general purpose living enemies.
The foul stench of bugbear fills your nostrils. It seems you have stumbled into their lair.
Wow, the XP on this quest is not that good considering how big a quest it is. I guess it does have a lot of optionals, of course, some of which I can't get since I'm not a trapper on this guy. Although I'm only in on hard, so I may well dice with death in the Hobgoblin trap caves. Pretty big groups of enemies in here. That's what makes it a dangerous quest, I guess. No named guy today, it seems. Alright, where's those last two hobgoblins? Here they are. Bravery streak of 52. That's not too bad. I've also been playing quite a bit on my my Artificer, who's now up to level 14. That's my main non-solo character I'm playing at the moment. Playing with a friend in the guild, mostly on the weekends.
As you approach the bamboo, a dark figure sprints out, startling a nest of scorpions in the process.
So he's on a bravery streak of, I think it was 85. Which is pretty nice. I think he just hasn't done any normal quests. I think the same as this guy hasn't done any normals, I think. I've done solos, of course, but everything else is hard and elite. I think I won't be doing so much elite on this character as I might do on others, though.
Flesh, a pack of goblinoids plays with freshly picked bones.
I don't have the healing for the champions, or the ability to deal with them at range. An Artificer now...
Several camps are strewn throughout the area. Each camp boasts well-armed patrols that scour the area for interlopers.
See, my Artificer has a much easier time of it. He can kill the champions before they even get close. As I think I've said in previous videos, I'm kind of surprised how well this guy's done against the champions. I don't think being in close combat is the optimum build for hard and elite soloing anymore. I mean, maybe it was never the optimum build anyway, but...
The sand shifts to reveal a small brood of night scorpions.
It was always a very viable build before, and I think it's not so much so anymore. Okay, no named rare here. And this is his favourite spot for people to die, if they pull this whole group of trolls at once.
Here. Destroy them before they make a meal of you.
Acid hand wrap for the trolls. Oh, I thought the named guy was the champion. I guess not. No need to do anything fancy with these groups, just move up slowly and let them come to you. Stunned and double acid damage, that's enough to take them down fast. How am I doing for inventory? Pretty badly. Okay. I don't think I can hand in any of the... you can't hand in any of the things you have to collect in here until you've got all of them.
Bugbear and hobgoblin assassins peer hungrily from the dark corners of the jungle.
Uh-oh, Champion Slayer. We know all about these guys. Missed the stun, but fortunately he took so much time preparing himself, he didn't actually do much damage. More scorpions here, I bet.
Near invisible tunnels in the soft earth betray the presence of a scorpion nest.
Well, that was kind of expensive, but it went just fine. Fortunately, I could heal off of them pretty much as fast as they could damage me.
A guttural drow voice.
The hobgoblin camp to the south is far too near our own outpost. We must take care not to... Wait, what was that?
Hobgoblins have created a small warren ahead. Destroy them.
Damn it, Champion Slayer and a lot of other guys. That may have been a bit risky if the infiltrators had tripped me up. The champion would have had a good time there. Okay, champion casters scare me on pretty much any other character. This guy hasn't really had a lot of trouble with them, maybe because his saves are so good.
A host of goblinoids feasts and chortles loudly nearby.
I thought I was in trouble when that guy took so long to die. If I'd pulled any of those other champions, I would have been. 2 champions, including a named one and a slayer. Alright, let's have some buffs with this. This looks a bit scary. Yeah, this is actually rather awkward. The visibility's bad. And there are guys off to the right, guys further ahead. I am so glad that they Damn, this guy dodges a lot of my attacks. Yeah, that was a heavy crit. I'm very glad they changed back the way that range damage works so it doesn't wake up everything else nearby. It does make soloing a lot easier. It's not to say I thought it was a bad change. I think it was perfectly realistic. But it does make life a lot easier. Let's get this other champion. Is he actually on his own there now?
You have recovered all of the lost items Redwillow described. Return them to the halflings at Redwillow's camp.
Okay, for simple reasons of inventory space, I'm going to return all these things immediately. If I can find my way back. Here we go. The dangerous part is the fight with the giants at the end, plus a few of those really big fights. The big fights in the open and in the jungle, most of which I've already done now.
You have returned the items to their caretakers. Inform Redwillow of your success.
But going through to the fight with the giants, both the immediate fight if you get swamped in the area just past the teleport, and the final fight. Those are the two dangerous bits toward the end of the quest. I'm going to go back and clear up as much as I can of this first area though. Damn it, he phased out just before I tripped him. I can mop up some of these chests now. If the gargoyle is on the right, that means it's the named one, doesn't it? And you could be a champion. I can just drop off this edge though if it gets too nasty. Maybe the one in the back is the champion. I mean the named one. Oh no, it's just a regular granite gargoyle. I guess it's only sometimes named. Okay, into the hobgoblin area. Well, the hobgoblin cave. Now this area is trouble. Ocean stance for the traps. Oh, nice, bonus is starting to add up here. No champions, that makes life easier. And the traps cut them up more than they hurt me. Okay, good. Ouch, failed the save there. Okay. 2 ones in a row on my reflex saves. Lovely. Okay, I don't see any champions there. If there had been any champions, that would have been scary. I might have run them back through the traps. But like I was saying earlier, I think this character is much more suited to doing stuff hard than Elite. He's clearly durable enough and potent enough that running stuff on normal will be kind of silly most of the time. But he really can't stand toe-to-toe with the champions too often. So Elite is mostly not going to be his thing. Alright. Out of the crazy trap madness. Back into the rather more manageable jungle area. The jungle area is fine for me. Like, it's easy to go wrong out here if you're not good at managing aggro, but I've played enough Permadeath to know how important that is. So much loot and so little of it is useful. Although I guess that's kind of a monk curse.
Beneath a canopy of jungle trees.
There just isn't much equipment that helps you. Champion over there.
Several bugbears have built a small camp in the shade of the ruined walls.
Alright, Dance of Clouds back on for the champion. Nice, really racking up the bonuses now. I'm already at Onslaught. Is it even worth worrying about the side area? Probably not. Let's leave it alone. It's kind of a long way out of the way over there. Alright, on to the giants. Now, do I have any actual sneaking gear on this guy? Not so much. Okay, I guess we won't try being sneaky then. Or won't try... Well, I will still try being sneaky because it's still by far the best way to play this fight.
Redwillow has opened a gate that leads to the culprit behind this invasion, a hill giant named Tortgon.
Okay, so the plan here is to sneak through and try and get down to one end of the area in here. Since fighting in the middle here is pretty dangerous.
The center of a long overgrown ruin. Something here is not right.
And this is the way we always play this fight in the guild. You don't want to fight at the teleport because there's too many enemies that will converge on you there. Instead, just sneak back into the tree line, head over here, and you get a much easier fight. And you can work your way down the area. Doesn't matter if one or two guys see you, providing the whole lot don't. Okay, I got a couple of takers. I would rather have only two though. Do they not know how to get up here? These guys have good constitution. I'm not landing any stuns. Ah, there we go. Alright. Yeah, if you fight in that spot in particular, you can get only one or two fighting you at a time. The terrain here really funnels them. And you are kind of more in danger of getting trapped up there, I guess. But they should hit you few enough at a time, you need to get out of it. And then you can just work up the area, playing pretty normally. You do have to watch out for how far the giants can see though. Like just then, that giant saw me even though he was much further back than the hobgoblin that was nearby. It's easy to miss that the giant in the distance has seen you. Yeah, another one's seen you now. The giants are kind of rubbish though. Hobgoblins did more, were hitting me more consistently. Okay, I think we're pretty much clear up to the the gateway here. Just one infiltrator. Yeah, again there I pulled more giants than I expected. Okay. Alright, time for some healing. And again in here, the giants in the distance might see you when you're not expecting it. Especially when the visibility is bad, as it is in this light. They are passing every con save. The best way to approach here is to get that pillar between you and most of the giants. In particular the boss. So only the ones to the sides can see you.
You have found your way to the giant leader's stronghold.
Yeah.
You will need cunning to defeat this foe.
Got the pillar straight between me and the red-named guy. Okay, that's plenty. No champions, so I'm not too worried. Alright, so that's the nice thing about doing a monk fight well. You come out of it with more hit points than you went in, and more buffs. Of course, it can be quite volatile. It won't always go that well. Okay, letting the guy slightly off to the side see me. Okay, that got his attention. Okay, that's the boss on the right. Can we get someone on the left to see us here? According to the optional, there's only one guy left, so maybe it's just this guy and the boss. Yeah, just the boss. Now, before I came into this quest, I went and bought some remove blindness potions, since I know one thing this guy does is blind you. Let's sit down a moment. So I got my remove blindness potions in place. Just in case. I guess I can make that my curative as well. Alright. Well, let's go for it.
goblin tribe is shattered.
Alright, very nice. And that gets me to level 9, although I won't be taking it yet since I've only done 2 level 6 quests. There's still plenty to do here. Those are the two biggest level 6 ones that I've done. A lot of the other stuff here is quite small. The Tangleroot ones are substantial, I guess, but a lot of the others are small. Alright, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching.